Hi, I'm Ted Tagami, co-founder of a company called Magnitude and Education Chair for the User Advisory Committee of CASIS, the Center for Advancement of Science in Space, which manages the U.S. National Laboratory on the International Space Station. The International Space Station is an extraordinary piece of equipment that's been up there for 2 decades. And I think now is the time, more than ever, here in the shadow of the pandemic recovery, to show leadership, to think about technology, engineering, mathematics, the sciences, and where it's all going. Incredible breakthroughs and discoveries are happening right now across all the domains. I encourage you all to reach out to the Advisory Committee of Education to share your thoughts on how we might best leverage this national asset for all, like to say K to Gray, as we look at some of the greatest challenges to face civilization as long as civilization has been around. I'm looking forward to hearing from you all. Thank you.
My job as a teacher is to make sure that I provide the best education possible for my students. I do this with space. Using education resources provided by the National Lab, I can demonstrate what it is truly like to live and work in microgravity. Through activities like ARIS, Amateur Radio on the International Space Station, and the Sally Ride EarthCam program, we can demonstrate actual on-orbit procedures that allow students hands-on experience with real equipment used by astronauts and scientists. Through these amazing resources, we are able to immerse students in real-world science, project-based learning, and point their sights upward as we encourage them to take risks with new challenges. And last, the Space Station Explorer program allows teachers to find their first step on that pathway to their own space dreams. I joined the Ambassador program so I could take that extra leap into the space network and find a permanent place for my own groove. Currently, we have over 1,600 space station teacher ambassadors sharing experiences and resources in this community, and now we need you.
Greetings. I'm Jennifer Scott Williams, manager of the Applications Client Support Office at NASA's Johnson Space Center. The International Space Station program and CASIS ISS National Lab have a very strong relationship to ensure that STEM content can be conducted on board the International Space Station through programs such as Genes in Space, Storytime from Space, Tomatosphere, and many other programs that educators, students, and the general public can participate in. It is our responsibility to not only ensure that critical research is done on the ISS, but the benefits of that research can reach us here on the ground.
Hi, I'm Katie Coleman. I'm a retired astronaut. I'm retired from going to space. Well, maybe, you never know, right? But I am retired from NASA. But I'm not retired from the NASA mission. And that is why I support the National Laboratory that is our International Space Station. I was part of doing science experiments up there that were run by CASIS, the Center of the Advancement of Science in Space, and others as well. But there's something special about the way CASIS does things, that the National Lab does things, where it's not just the experiment itself and its results. It is so many more dimensions than that. It is how to share that with parents, with teachers, with students, with other scientists. All those dimensions are addressed in almost every National Lab experiment because that's just what they've built into the culture. And so something as simple as let's encourage kids to read. Well, astronauts are reading books to kids in space, and guess what? Reading is catching on. Astronauts are doing science experiments involving plants, understanding how do we grow food for Mars, and yet really big lessons for food here on Earth as well. How do we understand the chemistry and the physics and how our own bodies work? That's so important for health down here on Earth and also important for explorer health. And these kids, these students, I'm going to say students big and small, they know it. They feel it. They understand that these are important missions and they want to be a part of them. The National Lab is a magical place. It's a place where science is happening, but more importantly, it's a place where we are bringing up and educating the future. And I think that we're doing it in a way that everyone feels welcome. And we're really paying attention to that because we understand how important it is that everyone play a part in the future.
Hi, my name is Dani Kim. I'm the CEO of Quest Institute. One of the things that we love doing is inspiring kids through education and inspiring them to do things on space, on board the International Space Station, that gives them the motivation to learn. If you give them a platform to do that, they really excel. Just like the platform you see behind me, it's a platform to perform, whether you learn musical instruments or theater or art, they perform and they excel. What we love is creating a platform that allows kids to explore all the benefits and all of the excitement of STEM. Instead of just looking at the stars through an observatory, imagine the impact it has when they are able to look at the stars, but also do science experiments on board the International Space Station. That's what CASIS and the ISS National Laboratory does for us, is it provides us a platform where students can express and be motivated to learn. These are the next generation, the future scientists, engineers, and astronauts. And I hope you will invest in the International Space Station and ISS National Lab with us.
Hi, I'm Alana Rae, and I'm the founder of ETRA, a mentorship platform for girls. What I love so much about the ISS National Lab is not just that it offers such a deep bench of resources, space station explorers, ambassadors, internships, and fellowships, but that they offer a tremendous number of mentors right for students to access. I'm talking about women in leadership roles in labs, partner organizations, and in orbit. And the mentors offer springboards to help you reach your goals. Things like awards and scholarships, space grant consortiums and student challenges. And so my question to you from the Education Subcommittee is, rising STEM students, where are you headed? What are you curious about? And where do you see your future going? Because futures like space have no borders, and the mentors you need are here at the National Lab.
Hi, I'm Stephen White, Chief Strategy Officer at COSI, the Center of Science and Industry. I'm also proud to support and serve in the incredible work that's being done on the International Space Station National Lab and the great work on the education front that they're bringing to bear. This pandemic has created some challenges and exacerbated an education gap across our nation, particularly for those students of color, those students of disabilities, students living in rural communities and inner cities like the one I'm in here today. As a first-generation college student, I know all too well that we can overcome these challenges and we can do it together. And that's why I'm excited to share that the International Space Station National Lab has critical educational resources that you can use, whether you're a teacher, an educator, a parent, or someone that just looks up into the sky with curiosity. So whether it's story time with an astronaut reading Rosie Revere the Engineer, or all the amazing educational programs that's available for free on the ISS National Lab, I encourage you to check out all of those resources. The message is clear. The ISS National Lab stands ready to serve and help bridge this education gap, and I hope that you will check it out.